One final thing.
What's up?
Vision is probably the biggest thing I took away from this podcast. You got to give a person one step to start creating vision. What would it be? One practical step they can do today.
It's actually really easy. So when we get older, we lose our imagination. When we were children, we could create worlds in our minds. We could play with a little car and make this whole world. Like watch a 5-year-old. It's fascinating that they see something. I was with this little kid, 4 years old. He was making pancakes in this fake kitchen, but those pancakes were so real to him. I'm like, do you know how powerful I would be as an adult if I can imagine things like a child? Because what we say, if I can see it, then I'll believe it. That kid sees those pancakes. Now, I guarantee you people like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk see in their imagination. That's how they're able to make stuff like this. They can see it in their imagination, so they believe it, so they go make it. So when I want to turn on my imagination, vision, when I want to turn on my imagination, I lay on the floor with a piece of paper, just like I did when I was a kid, drawing a picture.
Legs kicking up. All that.
Legs kicking. You gotta kick the legs up. Come on, bro. You gotta kick the legs up. I'm telling you, but what that does is it reminds us of a period in our life when we had imagination, because as we get older, we start sitting in chairs and we never lay on the ground. Like, when's the last time you laid on it? Maybe 2 times in a year. Like unless you have a kid, then you really do lay on the ground with them. But that's how I spark my imagination. So I have my Quantum Possibilities notebook that I try to write in every day. And I'll lay on the ground, legs kicked up, and I'll sometimes just draw a picture and I'll think about the finish line. I'll think about the things and I'll see my imagination start turning on. And when you start drawing those pictures and you start writing down the artists you're working with, then you start feeling what it's like to be in the studio with Travis Scott. You start feeling it. Then you actually get a little bit of magic. Then you start believing in it a little bit more. Then you start showing up. And then you like that feeling of being in the studio with Travis Scott. It felt so real. It felt so real. So now you're like, let me hit up his engineer. Charlie had told me something. A lot of people are going to listen to this and not take the advice for 6 months. Then one day they're going to be so fed up with losing. They're going to be like, you know what? Let me try that thing Charlie said.
Let me kick my feet up.
Let me kick my feet up.
And be thankful in advance.
Oh, I'm telling you. I come from hip hop. I'm talking about laying on the floor and drawing pictures. I'm saying it for a reason. I'm not saying this to sound cool or different. This is what I actually do. You know, I draw on my notebook. I have a notebook so freaking big. It's weighs 25 pounds. It's 4 feet tall. I have a massive notebook.
Oh, yeah, you had it at that event that I met you at.
Yeah, it's massive. I take it everywhere. Why? Because I got big dreams. So I need a big notebook. That's how serious I take it.
I was hoping you were going to bring it today.
Hey, man, I've been traveling, man. It's at my mom's house. But I got it. I got it in Atlanta. It's serious to me. It's sacred. That Quantum Possibilities is sacred. The man walked through my front door. It's sacred to me. I wrote down, I'm in a commercial with LeBron and Serena. I'm in a commercial with LeBron and Serena. I won an Emmy. It's sacred to me. 99.9% of people listening to this are going to skip that step. Then they're going to lose. And they're going to be like, you know what, let me try that. I'm desperate. And that's okay. It's okay to lose. Because when it's dark, come on, the presents are somewhere. You just got to look for them. So yeah, that was a good episode.
Big facts, man.
Oh, shoot.
Another dope episode in the books, man. Hit that subscribe. We out.
Peace.